Good day, everyone. Today we will present to you the adaptation model by Sister Callista Roy. First, let us discuss who Sister Callista Roy is. She was born on October 14, 1937, and she is a member of the Sisters of Saint Joseph of Carondelet. She got her bachelor's degree in nursing from Mount St. Mary's College in the year 1963, followed by her master's degree in nursing from the University of California in the year 1966. She also has a master's and doctorate degree in sociology. For starters, let us look at the definition of adaptation. The adaptation model was derived from Harry Helson's adaptation theory, which states that adaptive responses are a function of the incoming stimulus and adaptive level. It is based on the fact that a person adapts to the changes in his or her environment. Adaptation in this model is described as a phenomenon that occurs when people respond positively to environment changes or stimuli. The adaptation model revolves around four key concepts: the person, environment, health, and nursing.
There are four concepts. Number one, person. According to Roy's model, a person is a biopsychosocial being in constant interaction with a changing environment. This model identifies a people as individuals or groups such as families, organizations, and communities. These people use innate and acquired mechanisms to adapt. Number two, environment or stimuli are all conditions, circumstances, and influences surrounding and affecting the development and behavior of people. There are three kinds of stimuli. First, focal stimuli immediately confer the individual. Second, contextual stimuli. All other stimuli present that contribute to the effect of the focal stimulus. Third, residual stimuli, environmental factors of which the effect are unclear in a given situation. Number three, health. It is represented by a health illness continuum wherein we fall ill and then eventually get healed and be considered healthy again. Health is also described as state and process of being and becoming integrated and whole. Number four, nursing. Science and practice that expand adaptive abilities and enhance person and environmental transformation. The goal of nursing is to promote adaptation in the four adaptive modes. The four adaptive modes are psychological. It is concerned with the way humans interact with the environment through psychological processes. Processes like meeting the basic needs of oxygen, nutrition, and others. Self concept. It is concerned with the need to know who one is and how to act in the society, composed of physical self and personal self. Rule function. It is describes the primary, secondary, tertiary roles that an individual perform in the society. Lastly, interdependence describes the interaction of people in the society. The most important components of this adaptive mode is a person's significant other like family or spouse, kid, or etc.
We can see that all these concepts are interrelated. The person gets affected by the environment. In other words, they receive stimuli and they respond to it, and there are two kinds of responses. First, the adaptive response. It promotes integrity and help a person achieve the goals of adaptation, that is, survival, growth, reproduction, and others. The second is ineffective responses. It fails to achieve or threaten the goals of adaptation. If a person gets ill as a response to a stimuli, then comes the nurse who will assist the person back to health. The adaptation model includes a six-step nursing process. 1. Assess the behaviors manifested from the four adaptive modes. Know the symptoms. 2. Assess the stimuli and categorize them as focal, contextual, or residual stimuli. Determine the causes of the symptom. 3. Make a diagnosis of the person's adaptive state. 4. Set goals to promote adaptation. Set goals to be met in order for the person to recover. 5. Implement intervention in order to meet the set goals. In order to meet goals, determine and then act the things to be done. 6. Evaluate whether the goals have been met. If they are, then it is imperative that the person is on their way to health. If the goals were not met, the process is to be repeated.
Makes 10 explicit assumption. Number 1, the person is a biopsychosocial being. Number 2, the person is in constant interaction with a changing environment. Number 3, to cope with a changing world, a person uses coping mechanisms both innate and acquired, which are biological, psychological, and social in origin. Number 4, health and illness are inevitable dimensions of a person's life. Number 5, in order to respond positively to environmental changes, a person must adapt. Number 6, a person's adaptation is a function of the stimulus he is exposed to and his adaptation level. Number 7, the person's adaptation level is such that it compromises a zone indicating the range of stimulation that will lead to a positive response. Number 8, the person has four modes of adaptation: psychologic needs, self-concept, role function, and interdependence. Number 9, nursing accept the humanities approach of valuing others' opinions and perspectives. Interpersonal relations are an integral part of nursing. Number 10, there are dynamic objectives for existence with the ultimate goal of achieving dignity and integrity. There are also four implicit assumptions with state. Number 1, a person can be reduced to part for study and care. Number 2, nursing is a base as casualty. Number 3, a patient values and opinions should be considered and respected. Lastly, number 4, a state of adaptation frees a person's energy to respond to other stimuli.
To summarize it all, the adaptation model was proposed by Sister Callista Roy. It has key concepts which are person, environment or stimuli, health, and nursing, and they are interrelated for they affect each other. The stimuli elicits a response from the person, either adaptive or ineffective. In order to adapt, the person undergoes one of the adaptation modes: physiological, self-concept, role function, and interdependence. And then the nurse helps facilitate a suitable environment by implementing the six-step nursing process, where the person can adapt efficiently to the stimuli. It is evident that the adaptation model promotes the manipulation of the stimuli and not the patient. By doing so, the nurse enhances the interaction of the person with their environment, thereby promoting health. The Roy's adaptation model is said to be most effective in nursing practice, therefore the continued utilization of the model by practicing nurses. That is all, and have a nice day.